The next few poses will be done in a standing position. Please move slowly and at your own pace. Keep the sturdy chair nearby for balance if needed. If you find that I'm talking faster than you are moving, please take your time and do fewer repetitions. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Place the feet about hips width apart and grounded on the floor. Lift the toes and spread them nice and wide, and feel the navel pull gently in towards the spine. Push the toes into the floor and lean forward just a little bit. Feel the muscles that keep you steady. Lean back just a little bit and feel the toes come up. Feel the muscles that keep you steady in this position. Now push all four corners of the feet into the floor. Notice the steadiness of mountain pose. Notice how the steadiness of mountain pose feels. On the next inhale, roll the shoulders towards the ears, back and down so the shoulders are slightly open. Let the palms rest open to the side. Inhale and let the arms rise with the palms facing up. Exhale, bend at the elbows and allow the hands to come down the center line. Sink into the knees just a little. Repeat this again. Inhale, lift the arms with the palms facing up. Allow the hands and face to be relaxed. Continue with this movement at your own pace. Breathe as you move and try to coordinate the breath with the movement. On the next breath, lift the arms back over the head. Fingertips point in, palms face up. Imagine that you have candles in the palms of your hands and you do not want to spill them. Turn the fingertips so they face behind you. The palms remain up. Turn the fingertips to the side and then to the front like an offering, then out to the side walls. Breathe as you move, up to the top with the fingers facing in again, towards one another, and then forwards like an offering, then out to the side walls. Breathe as you move, up to the top with the fingers facing in again. Let's do this rotation one more time. After the second rotation, allow the hands to cascade down by the side and let them rest. Pause for one slow inhale and exhale. One more breath. Inhale, exhale. This next exercise is excellent for strengthening the spine and gently stretching the muscles of the back, front, and sides. Attempt to make the movement easeful and gentle. We will do these movements with various arm positions. The first arm position is the easiest. Please be sure to stay with the one that feels best for your body. We will demonstrate them all. Take the right hand to the waist and then the left. Roll the shoulders open. And on the exhale, lean to the right. Inhale to the center. On the exhale, lean to the left. Inhale back to the center. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And on the next inhale, gently pull the navel towards the spine. Pull the shoulder blades softly together. Get a small lift in the chin and feel a sense of lengthening through the front of the body. On the next exhale, begin to fold gently forward. It does not have to be all the way. Bend the knees slightly. Inhale and rise back to a standing position. Open the left arm to the side. Keep the elbow bent. Leave the right hand on the waist. Inhale. Exhale, lean slightly to the right, and then return back to the center. Bring the left hand down to the waist. Lift the right arm. Inhale. Exhale and lengthen to the left. Return to the center. Roll the shoulders open. Gently pull the navel in towards the spine. Pull the shoulder blades softly together. Get a small lift in the chin. Exhale and fold forward halfway. Inhale back to standing. Open the left arm again. Inhale, and on the exhale, lean to the right. Inhale and return back to the center. Place the left hand on the waist. Lift the right arm. Inhale. On the exhale, lean to the left. Inhale and return back to the center. Roll the shoulders open. Lengthen through the front of the body. Slightly pull the shoulder blades together. Get a small lift in the chin. Exhale and fold forward. Knees slightly bent. Inhale and return to standing in mountain pose. Pause for a moment. Inhale and exhale. For this warrior sequence, attempt to keep the movements gentle and relaxed. If you notice that you are struggling, move the feet closer together. Lower the arms or make the movements smaller. This pose is great for strengthening the legs, respiration, and opening the shoulders. Step the left foot forward just a few feet. The back foot points in at a 45-degree angle. The front knee bends and the hips face front if possible. Inhale, open the arms and bend at the elbows. On the exhale, bring the hands and elbows towards each other. Inhale, open the arms and push the heart softly forwards. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, bring the arms together. Inhale, open the arms to where you feel comfortable. Exhale, relax the arms inwards. Inhale, open and expand. Exhale, contract. Inhale, exhale. Bring the hands back down by the side. Return to mountain pose. One breath here. Inhale, exhale. Step the right foot forward. Take a moment, there's no rush. Ground the back foot into the floor. Bend the front knee. When you are ready, open the arms. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands and elbows towards one another. Inhale, open the arms. This is a relaxed opening in the chest. Exhale, bring the hands and arms towards one another. Inhale, repeat again, creating spaciousness with a full inhale. Exhale, contract and relax the arms slightly. 2 more times at your own pace. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Let the hands rest down by the side and return back to mountain pose. Pause here for a few breaths.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning from California, USA. Welcome everyone to Peacetime program on Sunday, October 11. And today it's me, Ven.Sophon Panyasopanoe, will guide you to meditate and learn some wisdom talk that I will share with you today. So how are you doing? Okay, I hope you have a great time, you have a peaceful mind, and can find a positive side on the uncertainty. Okay, so for those of you who practice meditation regularly, I'd like to inspire you to keep going, keep practicing, because meditation is the best tool for life to maintain the life happy and peaceful in every uncertainty. And with a calm mind, it help us to strengthen our spirituality, and easy for us to adapt ourselves for life or the world that always changes. Okay, and today as a Peacetime program, it's included the wisdom talk at the beginning, and I will guide you to meditate right after the wisdom talk. Okay, and I would like to say thank you for all of you who join the program right now, either from YouTube and Facebook. And this is the program that continue from the Thursday Peacetime. Okay, on the Thursday Peacetime, I start my topic with the power of trained mind, which is the reflection from my personal story, my monastic life. It's the first time ordination of myself when I was in university and in 1994. And I would like to a little get back to the story again, just for some people who didn't join the program on Thursday. So the story they start with when I was 20 years old. It's the first year of my university, and at that time that I was very busy and very focused on education, because as engineering as my major, and that time is very, very tough major. So even though I work hard, I study hard, but my grade is doesn't good not well enough. So I at the end of the semester, the first year, so I happened to see the bulletin board at the library that is posted the ordination program, which have a Buddhist club hosted, and they announce and invite all the students, especially the male, okay, to ordain as a Buddhist monk. So being a Buddhist monk in Buddhist culture is very important, especially in Thailand and some of the Southeast Asian countries who believe in Buddhism, as they believe that every man should pay respect and pay gratitude to their parent. By once in lifetime, they should ordain as a Buddhist monk to learn about spirituality and meditation and Buddhist teaching, in order to improve themselves to be a good son. And the good son, with the practice, with the spirituality, will bring blessing to their parents and their beloved ones in family members, also their relatives. And also it's another tradition that before every man in Thailand or who would like to get married. So they expect to ordain as a Buddhist monk first in order to have some of wisdom to teach their kids in the future, and also being a good leader for family as well once they learn the wisdom from Buddhism. So this becoming the tradition nowadays. And at that moment, at that time, I was 20 years old, right? And actually, my parents didn't expect me to be a monk, but with the Buddhist club members who I happened to see them at the library. So they trying to convince me to ordain as a monk. So they said that being a Buddhist monk is very important and to pay respect to my parent or something. And also it's a good way to train myself to be a better person and have the clarity in education in school. So that reason really caught in my mind that at that moment I am very worried about my study because my final grade hasn't come out yet, and I expect to fail on one subject and plan to make the subjects up in the summer semester. And then I just reluctant to say yes or no for them because I plan to ordain as a monk in the future. But at that moment, I don't think it's a good time for me to ordain. But with the reason of being a better person, the calm person and the new person who can deal with problems, deal with some kind of bad habits that we can fix it from the strong mind, from the practicing of meditation. So that reason make me think again that it's interesting. But eventually I agree and make decision to ordain, even though I still worry about a final grade. But you know what is a surprise for me? The day that I travel, I took a bus from Chiang Mai University, that university I graduated from, to Bangkok to join the ordination program at Dhammakaya Temple in Pathum Thani, Thailand. And the day that I travel, my friend told me that I passed. Okay, that means I don't need to take the summer semester to make them up. So I was very happy and really like it's miracle for me. Like, wow, is once I made a good decision. Okay, so it's very big decision to pretty much change my life because the day right after I made decision, everything seemed to be easy and everything like that. The doors open for me to get through it. For example, like my final grade is got C instead of F. So I check back later. Many of my friends fail from that subject, but just except me and the person who was they need the same group and near the student IDs, and that is amazing for me. So then wow, I just very confident on what a good decision and a good intention for being a monk. And I just go ahead and join the program with no worry and can let go all my worry and anything in mind. And the ordination program doesn't easy as I expected because it's a mass ordination, okay, in the Makaya temple, about 500 college men. Okay, this program is only the college students or in the college or university students who join the program. 1994. Okay, you can imagine 500 men and from many of university and colleges in Thailand, and it's fun. It's kind of learning to know new friends and whatever, and especially the training program is very challenging for everyone, including me. So it seemed to be easy, like we have meditation to practice, but not just only few minutes or just a short time that I used to practice before. So I used to practice meditation before ordination, just like 15 minutes, 10 minutes a day, like before going to bed, to clear my mind and to make my brain is open and to receive the new knowledge, new lesson for daily. But the ordination program is 6 hours a day. Okay, so early morning, late morning, afternoon, evening. So totally 6 hours a day, maybe more. It depends on the teacher monk who guided. And everyone seemed to be like me, like thought it's easy and no problem, all very strong, like young men who age about 20 and some things. But with the constant practice of meditation, we have to sit still and under the precepts, with 8 precepts for the first month. The program lasts for 2 months. Okay, the first month everyone have to shave their head and wear white uniform, and to make sure that they can pass through the first lesson for the first month for being get ready for being a monk. And then with the first month, it's very challenging and difficult for everyone. And we, as not only meditation itself, we need to work in team to do a chore. And in the place that we sleep, it's not just like a house, a home. It's just a ground that have a little grass and some trees. And in the daytime, it's very hot. It's a summertime in Thailand in April and in May. And sometimes have the storm as well in some days. So you could imagine that with the ground, that dirt, and the shelter is, we call glot in Thai, or it's like a big umbrella that's covered by the mosquito net and plastic top cover again to protect heat and rain. And with the mat, the very thin mat, no mattress at all, no pillows. The pillow is the clothes that we wearing for the extra one. Or when we became a monk, I used the ropes as a pillow as well. So this is something challenging and kind of adventure for everyone as a hardship that many of us who always stay in a luxury place, like a convenience, like on the bed and cushion, and came from different backgrounds, and many of them couldn't make it. They really have difficult time to stay in the program. Just from 500 men for the first week, it becoming less numbers, becoming 400 and 300 right after 1 month passed. So it was very very crucial training. Some of people may say, oh, being a Buddhist monk is not just that easy because we don't do nothing much. But for Dhammakaya meditation, Dhammakaya temple, my teacher have the goal to have the training, very clear concepts. It's 3 concepts. The first one, to practice self-discipline. Okay, self-discipline is under the precept or the rule. Like the first month, we call 8 precepts. So we start with the learning and train how to not to kill animals, not to harm any living beings. Number 2, learn not to steal belongings of somebody that anyone doesn't allow to. Number 3 is avoid sexual misconduct, okay, or even think about that things, sexual senses. And the 4th one is train to avoid bad words or the impolite conversations and lying as well. And number 5 training of precept is no intoxicants, no drugs, no alcohol, intoxicants, everything, the drugs. And number 6 is no dinner, like have 2 meals a day to keep the body is balanced and have more time to meditate. And number 7 is sleeping. Number 7 is not make up the body like for example, like having perfume and use the making up like gel. There's obviously shaved head. There's no hair to take care, so they can cut off the worry about obsessed with the beauty of self and don't really feel like to attach with the beauty of self. And as is for number 7 and number 8 is don't sleep on the thick mattress. So as I said, we sleep on the very thin mat on the ground, very hard. Okay, so for me it's kind of fun because I used to train that kind of training before, because like in the kindergarten school or the primary school, I used to join the Boy Scout and camping. So there's also a sleep on the ground as well. So that's easy for me and many of us. But the hard part is meditation. Okay, we meditate together in the big meditation hall with no AC in the summertime, very hot. The temperature about 90 or 100 degree, and lit with limited fans. So this doesn't help much. Everyone stay not really peaceful when you meditate. We just waiting for the whenever the monks say giving the blessing as a signal for ending the meditation session. So the endings blessing is just like sappe putta in Pali. So everyone waiting for that word from the teacher monk. So for me, the same. So we didn't focus on the mind, focus on the body. That's very painful. Sitting posture for at least 1 hour per session or more. That is very difficult and painful for the first week. And right after the first week, we learn to adapt the physical body to be comfortable with the some of the tiger balm, some of the every way that we can stress the body, like exercising, do more chores, and to help the body to get used to sitting for a long time. So it's becoming easier later on. Instead of focusing on the physical body later on, we just starting to become the mind and more focused inside at the mind. So it's challenge, but during the first 2 weeks that I said, many of us gave up and left the program without getting the to the goal. Okay, I believe that everyone has the same goal, that they would like to pay respect to their parent and to improve themselves and to be the better person. Okay, so get back to the concept that my teacher gave me. The first one is a self-discipline, right? And the number 2 is to learn how to meditate. Okay, as I already said, meditation is the main training process in the ordination. So every monk have to pass through this meditation. And the third one is learning about wisdom. Okay, wisdom from the Buddhist teaching. So from the textbook, from the scriptures that learn from the being a monk. So 3 trainings is becoming the main concepts of the ordination program of Dhammakaya Temple. And another thing that my teacher also gave the first sermon at the day 1 of training is that everyone must realize that when we stay together, there's a rule. That's a main rule for everyone should practice and follow, is that don't focus on others people's faults or mistakes. Focus and find your own mistakes, your own faults, okay, and improve and fix your faults, fix your mistakes, fix your bad habits. Entire training program. So this stick in my in my mind at the first day of training. So every time we stay with friends, so obviously we imagine when we stay with many people, right? Maybe you have an experience with new friends at the school, at the workplace. So there's many things we need to deal with, like have to challenge to understand people around us. Sometimes we need to be patient for that person because they have some not really have skillful conversation or communication. We need to be patient, listening. Sometimes they may be I made us angry. You need to aware of your emotion. That's the same in the ordination program. Bad words and bad communication always there. But with that teaching of my teacher, what is your goal and what make you feel angry, and is that because of them or because of myself? So think about that. And if we choose not to stay with that words because it's not belong to us, that it belong to that person, so we can easily keep calm and be patient and focus inside ourselves. So this is an example how to instead of looking outward, we're looking inward to ourselves to find our own fault and fix it. That we need to be better person, calm person, and be positive person during the process of training. And the once we pass through the first month of training, it seemed like a soldier that passed through the battlefield. So for me, I survived from the first month, and I could imagine that everyone, if my friends can do it. We just start to understand each other from the first day, the day one of training, until the 30 days of the training, the day 30. We seem to be learning each other, right? The habit, bad habit, good habits, and becoming closer friends. And we understand one another and work in as a team, have the same goal to be a good monk, okay? Because the next month, the second month is the month of being a monk, enter the ordination ceremony. So the ceremony is very secret, very special, because let's say 300 men who prepare to be a monk, and their parents waiting for that. Because one thing that I learned is, or everyone learned, is how to see the value of being a son, and how to see the goodness of our parent, that they have for us, they gave us as a generosity that our parents give us when we were born. And that feeling overwhelming in our mind and becoming the feeling that we really want to behave ourselves, to be a good son, to be a good daughter if you are a daughter, right? And then that's for the man who the son. We try the best to purify the mind, to be a good son, a good monk. The day of ordination is kind of amazing moment and very impressive and very satisfying moments for me, for the monks and parents, because we feel blessing from being a monk as a pure mind, from the training that we passed through it. And the tears of joy came out from us and the parent as well. So this is not from we've been feeling sad or anything, but feel blessed, feel happy about seeing a parent as a special person. And our parents also see the sons as a special person, as becoming a better person, a good son. Many of my friend who's bad before, they kind of involved with the, like a bully, like taking drugs, for example, or never say good to their parent, or even like be stubborn, bother and bring a lot of problems to family example. And one day pass through meditation, You see, this is the power of the trained mind, that it changed our mind to be better quality. Okay, the quality of the mind, one is clear and clean from being still and bright, so it becoming the purity that bringing the happiness and the good habits. We can easily do it, right? We try the best to do everything in positive ways. So this is a result of trained mind from meditation. So 6 hours a day can change the perspective, personality of the man who ordained. So some of them, people said, wow, you look so radiant, so different from the person before ordination. So this is what happened, people see from outside. And for sure, when you meditate, okay, a lot and frequently, you may not notice yourself, but your friends, your beloved ones, and anyone who see you see radiant from outside. So because of meditation is purify the mind from inside out, and it change the quality of the mind, and it change the quality of the physical part as well. So we can easily smile, we can easily send the loving kindness to others once the mind is very happy and peaceful. Okay, so right after being a monk, I was very confident and very proud of myself, as I can overcome obstacles either in physically and mentally. And the program doesn't end right after 2 months, but really the last week of the training. Every month must join the pilgrimage program, which is like a highlight of the program, because every year, every month have to pass through this lesson. It means that every month have to go to different places in Thailand, because about 400 monks is separate in in 5 groups. Okay, my group was sent to the southeastern part of Thailand, and that part of Thailand is as a rainy season. Okay, it's becoming like storm coming at that moment as well. So it's challenge for me. So I like to show you the picture that I used to. There is someone sent to me. Okay. This is me in 1994. At that time, 20 years old. Look skinny. and the right picture is 2015. It's a second ordination myself in Dhammakaya Temple. It's different place. But the program that I'm talking about in 1994 is the last week of the program that I'm part of the program of pilgrimage. So in the southeastern part of Thailand. So with bare feet and everyone, and with the shelter, you see, I hold a big umbrella on my left hand, right? And this is the shelter for sleeping for the monks from the first day of the program until the last day on the hot grounds. So this is, we need to carry everywhere we go by walking. Okay, it's 16 kilometers a day. 16 kilometers a day is about let's say I'm sure that you can calculate in miles. Okay, 16 kilometers a day, and stop by right after wake up in the morning. Every monk have to walk about 5 to 6 kilometers for the breakfast at the nearby temple. And right after breakfast, we pack everything and carry the stuff that we use in sleeping, and with the bags. In the bags have the mats, the ropes, and some medicines and some plastic to cover the umbrella to protect rain and heat. And the weight is just like maybe 5 pounds, that's roughly, or more than that. It depends on some of the monk here, they have some of special like the flip flops, and just in case right after we. So you may have question why the monk don't wear the shoes or flip flops, because for at the first day of a pilgrimage, they allow the monks to wear the flip flops or the shoes, but to protect the heat, right? Because it's summertime, and protect the the accident from the stone or whatever, the spice, anything. And because of the rainy season as well, the storms came, and that's at that season. So you imagine that the rain and the dirt, when we step, okay, the dirt and the mud will splash back to the ropes to make the rope dirty. So everyone automatically take off the shoes and put in the bag. Okay, for me with bare feet is okay. So we just keep meditating. Pilgrimage walking is the tradition since the Buddha time. Okay, the Buddhist monks in the past, they have their feet to walk and to different places, and it's a way to rapidly eliminate the defilement or impurity in mind from desires, from anger, and from ignorance. This is a practice that I can learn how to let go my desires, because there's no flip-flop, no shoe is no problem. Okay, no hats, no problem, no umbrella, no problems. So just one rope, and someday have rain, the rope all wet, and once we walk by, and then it becomes dry again, thing like that. And that's easy to control the mind. And during that time, also meditating inside. When the rain come, imagine the rain as a meditation object, like have water pour into the mind inside the body, like pour all over the body, and feel fresh and feel comfortable. We don't be afraid of the rain at all, because we walk in the group, right? It's a one straight lines, one straight line. Like I want to show you another picture. Okay. So walk in the line in the different places like this. So with bare feet. So sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes it's hard to take some heat that sometimes burn the feet, or we have some of the emergency like a first aid team to help to get some bandage or something like that, and get back to the row again, to the line again. So this is the way that the monks learn how to be patient and how to control the mind within itself during walking. For a week after, that's a program of pilgrimage program, just for 1 week. And another thing that I like to share more than pilgrimage is the day that I slept over with the program in the pilgrimage at one temple in the southeastern part of Thailand. At one temple that we slept over, and that temple is very old temple, is very dark and no is in a rural area. Okay, we we rest on the ground that at first when we arrived there, we didn't really realize that the area that we slept on is a cemetery. Okay, it's cemetery. The cemetery ground at that temple, because some temple in Thailand have the cemetery area next to the chapel, something like that, because most Buddhists, they believe that if they bring the beloved one's body and cremate at the temple, is kind of to have some connection with spiritual, and they getting the energy from the Buddhist monks and from the relatives to send to them whenever they make a merit and transfer that merit to them. And that's the cemetery grounds that we didn't really know that it is the cemetery ground. And next to, not too far away from the place that we put tent and setting the sleeping area. And before I going to bed, my friends invited me to meditate at the cremation site of the temple. So the cremation area is just the place that for dead body, okay, to cremate it. And you imagine, okay, it feels scary for many of us who or scared of ghosts or something and invisible beings. But for me, as a Buddhist monk and friends that who we meditate a lot, and we understand how the ghosts and be like, and they just like another realm being that need the energy of peace to share. Okay, they love to someone share peace and share goodness energy with them. So be as a Buddhist monk, we think that way, that it's not feel really scary at all about the ghost. So it's a good way that we can share loving kindness with them and let them have better place to sleep, to live and be peaceful, something like that. So they invited me, like we have just maybe 10 or 20 monks who agreed to meditate in front of the cremation site in the dark night. And it's a dark night and really dark. We need to use the flashlight to find a way to get there. And a lot of weeds and trees and look scary. Okay, if we see in a movie something like this, let us feel really scary and afraid of that. One thing that make me don't really feel scary is just like, now I like to give you the goodness, the merit. Okay, so we just sat down and meditate, and we sat maybe 10 feet away, and then, but right after 10 feet we didn't see each other because it's really dark. Okay. But my mind is very aware of myself. Okay, there's two feelings: that what if they are sitting around me or what should I do? Okay, so that feeling make me a little afraid. But another feeling that why I'm so scared of that, because I am the giver. So the giver should be don't be scared and must be confident and be strong. Then I start to use the Buddha image. Okay, the Buddha image as my meditation object. Like feel peaceful with the Buddha image inside myself, and start to calm my mind and meditate in silence. And also sometimes that's using the mantra Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. That's let the sound of mantra coming from the center of the Buddha image inside myself and spreading the energy of peace around. It's very peaceful, and you know what? The fear becoming less and less, becoming calm. Don't really worry about anything. the darkness seems to be disappear, but it's the brightness is arise inside, and the good feelings come out. So this is the how meditation can get rid of fear. It's a power of purity that can eliminate the fear in mind. So when we feel fearful and worry about anything, because we don't know the future, we don't know, because the mind is attached with something that make us feel fearful and worried. Okay, just like I said, once we take the mind from what we have fearful, once we take the mind from what make us worry back to ourselves with something make us feel peaceful and happy, like the bright shining full moon, the bright shining star, our meditation object. Or for me, I use Buddha image as my meditation object. So then the mind is stay with something clear and bright, something that secured and peaceful. That the feeling of fear and worry becoming doesn't affect our mind at all, right? And then instead it create the energy of peace and spreading around automatically. So that's the way we can share loving kindness while we're meditating. And then I feel very peaceful once and sat and next to the cremation site. Even people feel it's very scary. They may have get you know from the ghost or whatever they can see, but actually that's being, they need peace, they need the energy to to stay better place. And rather that is my good experience from sitting at that moment, and remind me nowadays that every time I feel fearful and worried, just think about the goodness I have done in the past. Think about the goodness and the peaceful feeling we have had in the past, and then it's a way that we recollect the good energy back to the minds again. Okay, it never disappear. It's like there. The mind is like a best memory, the best let's say hard disk, the best memory device that store the energy, the every good moment since we were born until now, never lost. Okay, never lost. It's still there. It depends on how much we have ability to recall it. Okay, so if we recall the good things, so the mind can like bring back or retrieves the good energy back to the mind again, and even multiple the goodness in the past. But if we stay with the negative moments, with the bad feeling in the past, so it means that we store the negative energy in the mind again, and also it's kind of take away the happiness from our mind as well. So this is how we need to be aware of our mind. Whatever happening, don't stay in the negative side. Be with the bright side, be with the be with the positive side as much as we can. So meditation help us to stay the mind positive, and easy for the mind to recall the good moment in the past. Like I share with you today, with the ordination program, there's very clear image in my mind that I'd like to share with you, that the power of the trained mind, it works when we meditate regularly, and it is the way to overcome all obstacles, overcome all bad feelings and any trouble we may have in life with the clarity we have, and everything seems to be easy to handle, right? It may not really disappear right away, but it takes time. It depends on how much purity, how much clarity we have in mind. That's why I like to invite you to meditate every day with the program Peace Break, Peace Time, and whenever you have a chance, just be calm and let go whatever makes you feel worry and negative. Okay. All right. I think it's a good time for us to meditate. We are going to meditate about half an hour from now. And are you ready? Thank you very much for listening and watching. And to say thank you, Ellie, joining from Facebook. George, thank you for joining, George. And thank you, James Simpson, for joining program. Thank you, all of you. Okay, now I would like invite every one of you to meditate together. Let us bring peace back to our mind. Let the mind to relax again, to let go of negative feelings or thoughts, to find peace within ourselves. Okay? All right. Now sit comfortably with a sitting posture. Do you feel comfortable? Either sitting on the floor, on the chairs, or on the couch. You may lean your back and sofa, or the place you like. Just maintain awareness with yourself. Don't really relax until you lose your concentration. So meditation is the way that we stay aware of our happiness, okay? Happiness and relax and comfortable as long as we can. Okay, so now very softly and very gently, slowly close our eyes. Close our eyes softly and gently, as if we are going to fall asleep. We don't squeeze our eyeballs. We don't squeeze our eyeballs. We let our eyelids touch one another relaxingly. We close our eyes about 90%. Just allow a little light to enter our eyes. Let us to stay aware with our sitting posture. Stay awareness with the present moment, with the full concentration that we observing our relaxation in every part of the body. I would like everyone to start with the deep breathing. Let us take a few deep breaths to check in the freshness from the surroundings. Breathe in deeply and slowly. Let the fresh air pass through our nostrils, down to our lungs, slowly down to the middle of our belly, and slowly breathe out to release the negative feelings, release worries and our thoughts. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Now we can breathe naturally. Now we can feel our breathing becoming natural at the slow breathing breath, the rhythm becoming slow down. Let us feel relaxed and calm automatically. We start to feel more relaxed, more comfortable, that we can let go our worries. We can easily let go negative feelings from the mind. As we stay awareness with the relaxation, with the calmness, as we stay with our breathing, stay with our physical body, that's starting to relax. The sitting posture we're sitting is so comfortable that we can readjust the body until we can sit as long as we like. Just take a few minutes to scan every part of the body to make sure every muscle in the body is fully relaxed. There will be no sign or tension. Let us use our attention and awareness with the relaxation on our head. Relax the muscle of our forehead down to our face, our chin, our jaw. Move our awareness down to our shoulders, our chest, arms, all the way down to the tip of fingers. We feel relaxation flow freely from the head down to the fingers, down through our trunk, that we can let go our tension from every cell in the body, from the muscle of our hips. We feel relaxed in the muscle around our legs. Feel relaxation around our knees, our feet, all the way down to the tip of the toes. Let us feel so relaxed and comfortable. There's nothing to hold our mind back. Just let the mind naturally rest at the relaxation. Any part of the body that you feel comfortable, you may stay your mind there. For those who are the experienced meditators, you may feel comfortable, stay the mind at the center of the body. We just simply maintain awareness at the center of your body. Stay your awareness softly and gently right at center space, at the middle of our belly. We just imagine our body is like a bubble, so light and clear. There's empty space. Maintain awareness right at center space, consciously and relaxingly. There is no struggle to stay the mind there. Wherever we feel most comfortable, just feel comfortable to stay awareness like there, moment by moment. The mind may not get ready to stay at its home or the center of the body. We just follow the mind to the place where we feel comfortable. Maintain the mind there relaxingly. Once the mind calm, free from our thoughts, relaxed and comfortable properly, it will gradually and naturally return to its home. We don't need to force the mind to be still, as it doesn't work for the mind. The more we resist the mind from following thoughts, or we try to force the mind to stay still, the mind will resist it. Let us feel uncomfortable and stressful. So please take it easy. Try our best to stay the mind calm, relaxed and comfortable as much as we can. Embrace the good feelings here and now with our bright shining object that we imagine inside the body, such as the bright shining star, the full moon, or the sun, or the mantra that we repeat softly and gently from the center space. Just simply repeat the mantra, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. Enjoy with our own mantra. Be at ease and comfortable. We can repeat the mantra over and over as long as we like until our mind is soft and gentle and free from our thoughts. We can simply maintain the mind still at one point with the empty space within. Once the mind is free from our thoughts or becoming more still, we can absorb the peace and happiness further. We can connect with the inner peace automatically. The peace energy will arise once the mind becoming still, relaxed, and comfortable. It comes with the happiness, purity, and the brightness will arise automatically. The good feelings will emerge by its own. We just stay the mind calm, be with the good feelings continuously. If the mind wanders, we can bring the mind back with our own bright shining object or the mantra. Keep the mind in the track at ease. Sometimes we can observe the running thoughts like an unwelcome guest that coming visit our house. As long as we don't pay attention to unwelcome guests, sooner the unwelcome guests will go away by themselves. It's the same way as worrying thoughts. As long as we don't pay attention to them, we just keep calm with our own object, bright shining object on the mantra. Sooner the worrying thoughts will fade away by themselves. It doesn't affect our mind at all. Or sometimes the worrying thoughts let us feel happy. We just see the worrying thoughts as a nature, as a birds that flying by without engagements, without criticizing, questioning about what we have seen. Just acknowledge the worrying thoughts that it coming into the mind, but we don't pay attention to them. We just pay attention to our good feelings, our bright shining object and mantra. Sooner the worrying thoughts becoming less and less, the mind will automatically clear and bright and spacious from within. We start to feel the spaciousness that we are branded with the inner space, that we can disconnect from the external world to stay within with peace and joy, with the calmness, with the purity of our own mind consciously. There is nothing to affect our mind from outside, but the inside, with a peaceful feeling, we expand automatically. Maintain the mind right there at the good feelings, at the brightness, consciously, as long as we can. Now let us enjoy our own peace and happiness with the right technique, with comfortable feelings and consciousness. Now let us continue in silence. Sammarang Sammarang Sammarang. We allow the mind softly and gently stay still to absorb the peace energy from the center of the body. Once our mind becoming more still, becoming free from our thoughts, we can absorb more peace and happiness. We feel our body and mind becoming oneness with the inner peace that full of energy, spaciousness, so light, the happiness, peace, becoming expansive. The mind that radiating peace and happiness is becoming the radiant of peace. Let us enjoy the peace energy, so calm, so peaceful, that we can detach from external world. We are the body of peace energy, so energized. Let us stay in the ocean of peace that keep arising the radiance of energy to every direction. Let it becoming the sphere of brightness of peace, so cool and calm, cover our whole body. Let it cover the whole house, the whole city, the whole state. Let it cover the whole country, every country around the world, encompassing seas and lands, reaching the horizon, cover every particle of the air, encircling the whole planet and beyond, reaching the whole universe. Let the light of peace and the sphere of brightness becoming love and kindness, becoming the compassion that reach every living beings to be in peace, to be happy. May all living beings around the world be safe, be free from suffering and danger. May the people around the world love one another, live in peace and harmony. I can attain the inner peace in mind. They can be free from ill will, full of wisdom, prosperity, and longevity. For those who suffer from COVID-19, may they have a speedy recovery. May they be safe and live long. For those who pass away, may they rest in peace. Let us share love and kindness with our beloved ones, especially our parents who give us life. Let us survive and be happy, be good person until now today. Share love and kindness with them. May they be happy and peaceful, live long, free from suffering and danger. Share love and kindness with our family members, our friends, relatives. May they be happy and peaceful. May they be prosperous, be successful in their lives. We also share love and kindness for those who pass away, our parents, our relatives, friends who pass away. May they rest in peace always. We are the center of purity, the full of love and kindness, peace, and happiness. So radiant, light, soft and gentle, so calm and spacious. We also make a wish for ourselves to allow peace energy to fulfill our good wishes become true easily. Now let us continue to make a wish for a while. We maintain the mind peaceful inside the body. At the end of session, we are going to reconnect the mind with the surroundings. We just simply expand our awareness from the center space that full of peace and happiness, connecting with the physical senses, with the breathing in and out. With the feeling of the warm air, with the sound of the nature we can hear, with the physical senses that we can move our posture, we can make some stretch in any part of body, while the mind maintains peaceful at the center space. Now very softly and very gently, whenever we are ready, slowly open our eyes. Thank you very much for joining the session together. How was your meditation? Do you have any good experience? Please share. Can you find your own peace and happiness? Let me know and share together. So it will be great that we can share the good feelings one another. So I would like to support you to maintain life peacefully. And this is our responsibility. Okay, we need peace, we need happiness. So why we don't make it happen? Why don't we do it? Okay, we don't just think about it, we don't just looking for it and find it, because now we already know that the source of happiness and peace already existed at the center of the body by meditation. So just do it, right? Just do it. So when we just start to do it, so we right away gain the benefit from peace and happiness. So it's just simple, like easy to do it. You need to find your time to meditate, to just do any time. Just breathe in and out. That's enough for you to maintain the mind calm at the beginning. And for a busy person, okay. But if you can find your own personal time, I recommend you to do in an early morning, right after wake up. Just keep the mind calm. Don't do anything further. Just start with the closing your eyes and clear your mind. Just calm your mind. Think nothing for maybe 5-10 minutes, and then the entire day will be easy to handle and will be a good day for you. And right after you work from your work in evening before going to bed, just do it again to clear up the negative things, negative feelings out of your mind. So it is the way that we clean the mind, like we take a shower to take away the dirt and dirtiness from the physical body, but the mind with the negative feelings. So we just do meditation to clear up. Empty your trash from your mind. Don't hold it. Don't cling with it until the next day. Okay, the day we start at nighttime. The day we start to sleep. So we start the new day from that time by clearing trash from the mind. And please share your experience. Okay, James Simpson, you have very center. Wonderful, good job. Very good. Center of the body is just right there when we think about it. Okay, we don't need to find the exact location of center of the body. My teacher said that the center of the body is expandable. It can be pinpoint, it can be this size, that size, and around the world. So wherever you feel comfortable at any point, comfortable and focus on that feeling, we already stay in the center space. Okay, this is the reality from the real experience. So don't worry about the exact location of the center. Just be calm and comfortable any location. Eventually the mind will refine. When more refined, it will gradually move to the center of the body at the pinpoint, right? When we breathe in deeply, it's about that point. It's an exact location. But just don't worry about the exact location. Just be calm anywhere, be comfortable anywhere, and then the mind will return that location, the center of the body by itself. Okay. We don't need to force the mind to that location. Okay. This is a trick. Okay. It's a trick that we can use it. All right. And for some of you who like to support programs, so we can, as our organization, Peace Point Meditation, is under the non-profit organization. In the pandemic, we accept your generosity by supporting the program from online, like a sell from Venmo or by check, or can mail check or money transfer. This is what we stay together in peace and support one another. So this is the action of generosity that we always have that. because sharing is great. Okay, less or more, the way we share is the way we receive the clarity in the mind. Because when we share, we really feel that we gain the spaciousness from giving. As we see someone fulfilled and happy from our generosity. Okay, so that energy will be back to us as law actions. It's come back in any way without expectation. Okay, but at least we feel good about sharing. That's the beginning of the consequences of the generosity. Okay, then with that, I'd like you to stay calm and safe at home. Support one another. Okay, take care of your beloved ones. Speak nicely to your beloved ones, and meditate regularly, and spend time in the group of good company that will strengthen our spirituality to be strong, to be better. And this is the positive community that we can gain from being together. Not only this program, you may have your own activity like with other group of spirituality. So do whatever makes you feel positive and stay your mind calm inside from the activities. Okay, and I to give you the blessing with the power of purity that we have gained today from meditation, with the power of peace and purity of my teacher and myself, becoming the brightness in your mind, bring you the happiness, success. May you be free from suffering and danger. And whenever you meditate, may you attain the inner peace easily without delay. Thank you very much, and have a great day. Have a good night in some part of country, and see you next time. Bye bye.